Hello my lovely people, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for subscribing. You're highly welcome. To my returning subscribers, I truly appreciate you for always coming back and supporting this channel. In today's video, I'll be taking you step by step on how to craft and cut this beautiful leaf pattern dress using a simple and easy tailoring method. I'll also show you how to add a flower petal or flower brooch to give the dress a neat and stylish boutique finish. If this is what you would love to learn, please stay tuned and watch till the end. Let's get started. So I did my basic body, which I have the shoulder line, we have the shoulder line, we have the bust line, we have the under bust line. Here is the waistline, the waistline. We have the hip line and the dress length So after I've done this, I will outline the lines for us to see properly. So let me outline it now to make it more visible. So after we're done doing this, what I'll do next is to mark the shoulder, that's it, sorry, the neckline. So I came in by 4.5, which I have 4.5 here. Also on the depth side of 4.5 also, which I marked the 4.5, and I'll connect to the curve row. Connect to the curve row like this, just like so. So from the shoulder line, that's the armhole line, I'll be coming down by 1.5. Then I'll also connect to the shoulder line like so, just the way I'm doing it like this. So after I'm done doing this, on the armhole line, I'll go up by 3 inches. Then I'll go in by 3/4 of an inch. Now I'll mark my bust line, which is 10 inches. Bust line 40 divided by 4, which gave me 10. Mark the 10 inches. On the waistline, I'll mark my waist divided by 4, which is 8 3/4, sorry. Then I'll go on the hip line also. I'll measure my hip, which is 11. 44 divided by 4 will give us 11. Then on the length, dress length, I'll remove 1 inches from the, I have the same thing on the dress, but I'll minus 1 inch to making it 10 inches on the dress length side, just to give it fitting on the knee side. So I'll connect to the curve to the bust line to the shoulder line, just the way I'm doing it. Then connect all the lines to the hip, from the bust line to the waistline, from the waistline to the hip, then from the hip to the dress length, just the way I'm doing it like this. So after I'm done, just mark the straight row. So after I'm done doing this, what I'll do next is to design the dress, which you see from the picture on the thumbnail. It has a deep V, so I'm coming down by 12 inches. You can do 11 inches, you can do your till your underbody, depends on how open you want the top to be. That's the front part, but I'm doing 12 inches on this one. I'm using 12, so it's up to you. You can do 11, you can do to the underbust. It's just how you want it. So from the shoulder line there, I'll be marking it with a curve straight to the 12 inches I marked on the after the bust line. So I'll make a curve like this down to the shoulder line like so. So you can make it as open as this. You can still you can still make it smaller. It's up to you how wide you want it, but later on I will have to change, like, but it's how you want the wideness, how wide you want your opening. So after doing that, we have the bodies for the front, which I'll be drafting up. You can turn like this, the way I said it just now, that you can flip your cover to mark like this, which is still perfect. It's just to give a opening on the front part of the dress. So after this, I'll go ahead to draft the back, which I just extended the lines. I just made the lines on the back line visible also, like this. I use the pencil to draft, which I will just make visible with a mark pen, with a marker. So I've gotten the lines. I'll also impute the 1 inch shoulder slope. I'll go down on the neckline by 2 inch. You can do 3, you can do 4.5. How deep you want your back neckline. You can still make it open. It's up to you how deep you want, but this one I'm doing 2 inches. Then I'll come in by 4.5, the way I did on the front part. Then I'll connect with a curve, just like this. Connect with a curve. Then on the shoulder line, you can make yours as deep, then you connect back. Anything, you just make sure the shoulder line is having your 4.5, then you connect back to the line. Is how deep you want it. Then I connected the shoulder slope line. Then I did my bust divide by 4, which I have the 10 inches, just the way I did it on the front, the waist, the hip line also, and the dress length. I divided the 1 inch into 2, the other side and this, and the center back and the center front. I did the armhole also. I connected the bust line to the waist. I did to the hip also, and down to the dress length, just the way I'm doing it. Remember, I divided the 1 inch which we took out from the front dress length. I divided it into 2, making it half an inch on the center back of the dress and half an inch on the side back, which I'll connect like this. Then on the side back, I'll do half an inch I left. I'll also connect it this way, straight to the center back, just the way I'm doing it, just like this. Then after I'm done doing this, we don't need that part also. So after I'm done doing this, what I'll do next is to, from the waist, this is the bust line, the waistline, sorry, I always make mistake, the hip line and the dress length. So from the waistline, I will come in. This is our back bodies. We have this as a back and this other side as a front. So from the waistline, we'll have to take out the zipper board, which I will be going in by 1 inch, like this. You go in by 1 inch, then you connect to the upper part of the dress, like this. Then you take it also from the down part, like so, just like this. I'll also be taking in 1 inch from each side, just to give more fitting to the back dress. I'll take in 1 inch like this, then I'll make it that to the waistline, that's the side waist, just like this. So we'll be eliminating this part. We don't need this part anymore, and the other 1 inch part. So we've made the dress now. What I will do, I will have to change the front design, which I need the other part. I'll be flipping it like this. I need this side, I prefer it like this. So you can leave it the first way I did it, or you can create this part. It's just about, I don't want it too wide, so they will not be showing the boobs. So like, if you want how wide you want, but I had to change it because I don't want it as wide as the first line I have. So I'll be using this particular line, which is this one, which I'll make, and this other line which I'll be using. So what I did next was to measure the shoulder, to make sure it's the same thing as what we have on the 5. So on the back shoulder line. So what I have here, I have like 1/4 inch. So I'll have to eliminate a 1/4 inch from the front side like this, to make sure we have the same shoulder as the back. So I had to eliminate like this, which I will connect back to the same line I have, just like the way I'm doing it. I will connect it back the same way like this. So this is the new line I'll be using for the opening. This line here, the one I'm marking the red. You can still leave it the other way, and the other line is up to you, but this is what I'll prefer. I don't want it too open, so I had to mark this. So after I mark this one, we have to cut out. We've done with the dress. This is the next part of the dress, and this, you add your allowance on the sides of the bodies. We have the front and the back. You just add your allowance on the sides, then we cut out. So I'll have to cut out like this. First of all, cut out the net parts, which I'll do like so. Here's the net parts. Just cut out the net part like this, just like this. Please make sure when you cut this, you keep this, because you'll be needing it to cut your net. That's the net you'll be using. So after which you cut out the patterns. Just follow the lines and cut out the pattern. remember to put your allowance, because I'm putting allowance on fabric. That is why I did not add on the pattern paper. So I'll just cut out like this. I'll cut it out like this. Then when you get to the line or the dot, what you do is just to slit it in like this, just the way I'm cutting it. Just cut like this. Then you take, you just put it on top of the other one, just the way I'm doing it. Overlap it like this. Then you tape it down, just like the way I'm doing it now. You have to tape it down like so. Just like this, you tape it down. Oh, let me add a little on this part. So after you're done taping it down like this, you will now cut out the excess paper you have, which I'm doing like this. Just remove the excess paper, just like so, like this. So we now have the front pattern and we have the front and the back pattern, just like this. This is the front pattern and that is the back pattern, and this is the pattern for the net. Please make sure you keep this one for the net pattern. That's what you use to cut your net pattern. So what we'll do now is to keep this aside and cut for the petals. We need to cut a pattern for the petal flower. So what we'll do now is to bring I just use the cardboard paper on this. You can use your pattern paper also. So what I did, I cut a pattern paper like so. That's the cardboard paper. I just made a straight line. Just bring a square pattern paper and make it a little bit long. Depends on how long you want your flower. So I made a straight line like this. So from this straight line, I'll be going from the upper part, I'll be going down by half of an inch. Just go down by half of an inch like so. Then from that line of the half of an inch, you measure how wide you want your flower to be. So on this one, I'm using 8 inches, so I'll mark the 8 inches like so. So on this line on the edge, it's up to you how wide you want it. You can do 7, you can do 10, it's just how wide you want it. So from this point of the 8 inches, I'll go out by 3 inches, then go out also on the other side by 3 inches. Then I'll connect marking a straight through. I'll use a straight through to mark just like this. Then from this point, what you do next is to use a curve. Please, you can do this how you want it, how you prefer, but this is how I always do mine. So from this center point here, I'll be using the curve to connect, giving me just this sharp points on the upper part, just a leaf shape. You can do it with a free hand, you can do it how you want it, but this is how I do to make sure I have accurate measurements on both sides. You can also do any shape you want. You can use the curve rule to position it any how you want it. So I'll go ahead to mark this other side also, which I'll be having this as the pattern for the leaf. This is what I'll be using to cut all the leaves, which I have here 8 inches, and I have from here to this point 6 inches. So it's up to you how wide you want it. So this is what I'll be using to cut the pattern. So from here now, I'll create an allowance. You can add allowance on the fabric, but me, I just want to add allowance on this part. You can add it on the fabric, so I'll just create allowance for this and cut out. So this is our pattern. I'll have to cut it out just like this, just like so. So I'm done cutting it out, and this is what I'll be using to cut all my fabrics. Like on fabric, sorry, I'll be using 10. I'll be cutting 10 piece because I'll double it to make it 5. So I'll be cutting 10 of this on the wrong side. I'm placing this on the wrong side. So these are patterns. We have all the patterns already. So this is the fabrics I'll be using. I have crepe, white, and red, and I have a net also. This is a leftover net. You can use any net of choice. So let's cut it. So let's keep the white part out. Let's keep the white part first, which is the flower part and the net side. Let's work on the bodies and the net on the front. So what I'll do now is to keep this net aside with the pattern, then cut on the dress, which I'll be cutting this I'll be cutting this. I went ahead to place it on the pattern like this. I placed the pattern on the fabric, which the front is on fold, but the V parts there, we were cutting through the V parts. So I had to pin it down. I'll be cutting through this part. I'll add half an inch on the shoulder armhole, the way we used to do it on the sides, 1 inch, the down part 1 inch, which I'll be cutting now. So I'll take a scissors and cut through half of an inch from this part all through the dress, like so. I'll cut all, add the allowance just like this. So after cutting, I have this, which by the time we are done cutting, I'll have to cut the back also. We have sorry, I'm marking this to know the wrong side of the fabric. So I have this as a front pattern. Just make sure you notch that part you're having the V, so in case you want to sew it to be not to not be difficult for you to join to the other side. So I'll have to cut out the back, which I'll be placing the pattern also like this and cut out. So I'll cut this off camera and bring for us to see. So I went ahead to cut the back, which I did facing also for the back. I did also for the front facing. How to cut facing? You can use bias to do this, but I prefer facing. Facing will give me a neater part, a neater job. So I did this. My fabric wasn't enough. I had to join the facing part, but you won't see it because it will be inside of the dress. So I did the front and the back. So what we'll do now is to cut out the net. We have a net like this. Remember, we have the stretchy part and non stretching part of the net. So what you do is, you want to cut the side that is not, the side that is stretchy should be the side that will be is not I don't know how to describe it. The stretchy part should be on the down part, while the non-stretchy part, the stretchy part will be on the side, while the non-stretchy part will be at the front and the side. Just I'm doing it like this. Just look at it. One side is a stretchy and one side is not the stretchy. So the stretchy and this non-stretching part will be the part you are sewing through. I don't know if you are getting this. So after this, just place and cut into two. You cut the patterns into two for this. So you cut two of this. So after cutting this, the net part, we have to keep this net part aside to cut the pattern for the petals. Let's keep this aside and cut pattern for the petals. So I went ahead to do that. I dropped that one. Then we have the petals here. I had to mark the wrong side of the fabric for the petals, so I placed it here like this. Then I'll be cutting through the same pattern. I'll cut this like this, just the way it is, just like so. I'll have to pin down, then I cut all through. I'll be cutting this again just to show you, then I'll cut the other ones off camera. Then I have to cut this. Always mark the wrong side. If you know you have a fabric that is almost same thing with the front, you can't differentiate the front and the back. Just mark with your chalk, so you know, don't make a mistake. So I just had to like place this for us to see again. I'll cut out, then I'll cut all others off camera. So I'll go ahead to cut this off camera and bring for us to see the outcome. So make sure you shape the V part also. So I'll go ahead to do all this, then bring for us to see. So I went ahead. So by the time you turn, you see the result. Like when you turn the front and the back, you are sewing it, then when you flip, you will do all that. So I went ahead to do that. I cut the 10 pieces of the petals, which by the time we joined to we're having 5. So I went ahead to do that. I made a strap, which I'll be using as the bias. I'll use this as a bias for the the front sleeve, the leaf shape and the other lines that were there. So I'll be using this. You can use bias for this, but I'm using this as my own bias because I want it a little bit wider than the normal bias length. So I had to do the size choice. So I have to do this. Then we have our patterns like this. We have the net part, we have the dress, the front and the back, just like so. So we'll be sewing this on my next video because this video is becoming too long. So I'll be sewing on I'll be showing you the sewing part on my next video. Please, if this is what you love to see again, please you watch the next video I will upload. Thank you so much for sticking by here to watch this till this time. And please, if you've not subscribed, subscribe and see you on my next video. Share, follow. Thank you so much for